Yeah, like Mark said, we've got all your emails for everybody that's here in RSVP, and we will be sending you a clip of that. The day that the video, the commercial is going to debut, all of you will get that first. So please hope that you use it. And again, I know we're here for IndyCar, but obviously something very significant happened yesterday, and maybe we'll take a little video, look at the video.
Known simply as the captain, a true captain of industry, Roger Penske has steered one of the most successful motorsports ships in the sports history. Penske celebrated his 50th anniversary of racing in 2016. It's a journey that began as a young spectator at the Indianapolis 500 and grew into a career that earned success in many forms of racing and business.
Our owner, team manager Roger Penske, congratulations on the day for
Team Penske has won over 100 races in NASCAR's Premier Series, and in 2012 won the championship with driver Brad Keselowski. Penske has also multiple Daytona 500 wins, with Ryan Newman in 2008 and Joey Logano in 2015. And from 2013 to 15, Penske tied a record with 3 consecutive owner championships in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Penske likewise left an indelible mark off the track. He built the 2-mile Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California in 1996, and previously owned Michigan International Speedway, Nazareth Speedway, and North Carolina Speedway. Respected like few others, Roger Penske is revered throughout the motorsports industry as a leader and competitor.
So again, a man of many titles, and now a member of the 2019 NASCAR Hall of Fame, Roger Penske.
Sam, thank you. And where's Richard Linebarger? Is he here, the driver that we talked about? I need him as a backup driver for the weekend. Is that the right name, Linebarger? Is that right? Never heard of him. Anybody know him where we get a hold of him for the weekend in case one of these guys falls out of the seat? But thanks for that video. I appreciate it. It certainly was an honor last night to receive the good news about the Hall of Fame. But we're here today to talk about Indianapolis. The Indianapolis 500, and what we're going to see here in a couple of days. I think that we got a great weekend coming. The weather looks good, cars are fast, and we obviously have a tremendous team here that we can bring to the front. So I want to bring Will Power up, especially because we've got a video here you should take a look at, and he was the man that made it possible. Well, let's take a look at this.
championship lead for the first time. Josef Newgarden dominates in Mid-Ohio.
Will Power goes to the high side.
And in turn number 3, they nearly touch. Will Power now gaps in about 4 car lengths.
Will Power takes the checkered flag.
Hey, Power, that's the win number 200 on the Penske.
Wow, okay, it took me a while to get there, but a number of years, Will, for you to have that number 200 for us was amazing, great run, and obviously 2 in a row now you've won here, real momentum. So talk a little bit about that win in the road car, and talk about what that car's going to feel like out here on the track in a couple of days.
Yeah, thank you, Roger, and good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, it was fantastic. It's unbelievable when you watch that video how many great drivers have driven for Roger, and having 200 wins is amazing. Obviously, we want to make that 201 this weekend, but it was amazing to start the month with a win. Always feels great. That was my 3rd win, so I get another shot at maybe doing the double. So we're working hard on that. I have to thank Chevy. I mean, we've definitely got great engines this month, and we're running Pagenaud, of course, in the gearbox and the engine, making it go fast. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very different race to what it was last year. You know, you've seen a lot of passing and a lot of dicing. I think that will happen at the front, but it's going to be such a hot day. I think the cars are going to spread out more, so it's going to come down to having a really good handling car, which we have 3 other guys here who are just as strong as I am, so I think we have a pretty good shot of the race. I have to thank the media for everything that they do for us. It's getting out Jennifer Fry there, giving us the big fist pump, helping us. Obviously, it's a sport about sponsors and getting the word out there, and you guys really support us, do a great job. So thank you.
Thank you, Will. And just to add on to what Will said, obviously many of us connect throughout the season. We got some press here that we don't see every day or every race, but I talked to some people this morning, and we talked about the sport in Indianapolis and about IndyCar racing. I just stepped back again last year. We had an extra car. Ganassi had 2 cars. Just take those 3 cars out and see now the field had 3 extra cars, and the bumping took place. Obviously, it's a shame for James, who is a full-time runner, but we've got momentum. We see more people calling us on sponsorship. I think the class of the field, you look at the cars, look at the teams, and look at the competition, it is better. We can feel it, we know it. No one goes into this race this weekend saying, hey, I'm the favorite and I'm going to win. We certainly don't feel that way. We're going to have to earn it, we're going to have to race it, we're going to have to make it happen. But to be a terrific outcome, I think, so far this season. I take my hat off to Jay and Mark Miles and the whole team. And the new car, from what I could see, it was low cost to convert. It's reliable, we know the pieces, and we've got something we can work on going forward. So, Helio, let me get you up here next. You're looking pretty good. I guess with this cut your pay now, you got all these royalties from the commercials. Is that okay? Okay, I just want you heard that. Just want to be sure. But listen, you're a big winner here. 3 times. Your buddy sitting over there has had 4 times. He said he'd like to have someone sit next to him. What do you think about going into this race? I know. Talk about, are you ready? I know some people say, well, you didn't get to run the first few races, but what I saw, it looked like, hey, you jumped in that car, the road race, you're up to speed. Talk about how you feel about the race.
Well, thank you, Roger. No question, the Pagenaud show machine looks really strong. And when you have, all the teammates like I do, it's easy to adapt really quick. You have so many informations, and it makes you a little bit more comfortable looking what they're doing and trying to repeat the same way. So it was a great decision, Roger, and thank you again for the opportunity to be here again, to defending, to try another win actually. And again, with that racing, the GP, it was great to have not only the rhythm to my crew, to everyone else, but especially for me. I've been driving with Acura Team Penske, and all of a sudden your focus changed. You're just trying to understand a lot with the new series. And when you come back, since this year's a new car, new steering wheel, new dash, there was other buttons that wasn't there before. So I've been driving for an IndyCar for 20 years, and now it's like completely different. So thank God we're able to drive the GP to understand little details. And now we're just back to speed and ready to go. So we feel that we have a very good car, And I feel that the field also is very competitive. And we just saw the Monte and Roger talking about James Knopp to be part of the 500, which is certainly it is a car that not only has potential to be in the race, but also to be fighting for a win. But at the end of the day, you got to be patient. Yes, my man here, Rick Mears, is going to be spotting for me again, which is great. As I said before, and many times, sometimes I'm like, what do I need to do, Rick? And he's like, I don't know, I'm not driving the car. So, which is, he's right. He's not driving the car. Huh? Shut up and drive. You ask him later on about how many other things that we have, but it would have been great. It would have been great. And I always say that the 3 wins that I have, Rick is big part of it. He's not only won 4 times, but I do share my wins with him because he really helped me and helped all of us, you know, in the team to make sure that we, when we have doubts and we have what direction to go, he has always a wise answer, which is great. So we're looking forward to a great day for us. It will be interesting to see how the race is going to develop. But you know, the key is stay out of trouble. Make sure we be there in the end so that we can fight for another win. So hopefully that number 3 is going to become number 4. Thank you again.
Wait a minute here, we had a big meeting this morning, Cindric and I did. We wanted to know whether you'd be available for next year's 500. Do you have something on your list for them? The deal is, you win your 4th, you got an automatic seat. I talked to the chief, Cindric. I'm not sure where he's sitting right. He might have left. I don't know that. But so you've got an automatic guaranteed seat. You win your 4th to go for number 5. What do you think?
I'm available.
He said, if you weren't in, I was going to get Mears to go. Mears is ready. So good luck. Let's Simon, come on up here. Simon, IndyCar champion, obviously. And what a qualifying run, I'll tell you. That was dynamite. I saw Ed Carpenter in Detroit. He was over doing some PR, and I ran into him in a hotel on Monday, and I said, guy, you just blew us off. But, you know, your run was terrific on the front row, and I'll tell you, the leader or the winner of this race typically comes out of the first 3 rows, so I feel good. Talk a little bit about your qualifying.
Thank you, Roger. Well, first of all, welcome everybody, and really want to thank Shell and Penzoid for putting this event together with the media. Every year we do this, and you guys come in mass, so thank you very much. Also, Shell and Penzoid for the support for our team. You know, they're very present with Joey Logano on the NASCAR side, but they also obviously support Helio and the whole team. You know, we need that oil. We need that oil for the gearbox. There's so much speed in it, and the engine, obviously. So thanks so much for your support, guys, because we wouldn't do so well without you. And I wouldn't have done so well in qualification without you, so thank you. We missed by a little bit. We had a great car. We worked really well on it all week, and I felt like we had a shot. Unfortunately, as soon as I got out of the car, Carpenter was on track with the 230, so you know, I tried that pedal was welded to the metal. There was nothing else you could do. I left the pits, I welded it, and off we went, but it just wasn't quite enough. But I'm very proud of the whole team. I think all of us 4 together, we did a really good job at preparing, understanding all the little details, like Helio said. There's so many details here. You know, you really, it's the factory of speed, this speedway, and anything makes a big difference. So we were on the edge. We gave it everything we had. We're on the front row. Will is on the front row with me, so I think we're gonna give it a serious run on Sunday. I wish you all the best of luck, guys. I hope one of us gets it for Roger. Number 17 would be absolutely tremendous. So thank you, everybody.
Simon, great. Good luck for qualifying. Yeah. Joseph, come on up. Joseph's leading the IndyCar Series, obviously the champion from last year, joined the team, and you know, wow, what a season you had. And I know you're working well together here. Talk a little bit about those first 2 wins. Now, I think we maybe should compare Phoenix to racing there than comparing here. Let the press know what's different in the driving style in the car.
Thanks, Roger. You know, like Simon said, thank you to Shell Penzoid. This is like such a great spread every year, and you guys always show up, so thank you so much for all the work that you put in. I think Roger already touched on this, but this series has such a buzz about it now. I mean, when you go to the tracks and you talk to people about IndyCar racing, they seem excited, and not just within the series, but outside of it. So I think everyone's doing an amazing job. It's so much fun to be a part of it now, to see bumping back at the 500, real bumping. This is not fake bumping. I mean, James Hinchcliffe isn't going to run the race. It's very sad, but it showcases what this race is about. And so you feel that energy again, and I think it's so cool to be a part of it right now in this time. But yeah, like Roger asked, this year is going to be an intense fight, in my opinion, just because of the new aero kit. If you look at the difficulty it has been to get it underneath you and figure out how to drive these cars now, it's mixed everything up. I mean, you don't know who's going to be good at each weekend. We like to think we're going to be good everywhere, but I mean, we show up sometimes and we're scratching our heads for a moment, and we have to get together and talk about it and try and figure it out. And that's what makes racing exciting, is that the work that you have to put in when you come to the racetrack with your teammates and the engineers and everyone that puts effort in. So yeah, this year we've started off pretty good. You know, especially on the one car, I think we've been decent. Phoenix was a great race for us. It was tricky to figure out how to make the car work there. It's so different from the last year. Pretty much in 2017 at Phoenix, you were just flat out for the most part, trying to get the most out of the race car. It was very difficult to get too close to anyone and make a pass out. And this year we were lifting a lot, braking in the corners, really struggling to get the car planted for the entire stint. So I think you're going to actually see a little bit of that in the Indy 500 too. The tires seem to go off a little bit more, especially because it's going to be a very hot day on Sunday. So making your race car perfect for the entire race is going to be extremely difficult. And I think we've got the best in the business. It's good to have Helio here. He kind of looks after us, makes sure we're going on the right path. You know, I think if you just left us three knuckleheads to figure it out, we might get lost. So it's good to have Helio again. And I've had this nightmare/dream. Like, it would be such a conflicting situation if it came down to the end and you're racing Helio, who's going for number 4. I don't know what you would do. I don't know how to handle that situation. So I hope that it would be good if it happened, because it means we're in it, right? We're in it for the finish. But I'll leave it to Will. Will seems to think he knows what to do in that situation. I don't think there's a plan for that. You just react. So we'll see what happens. But we have a great team. As everyone knows, Team Penske is one of the best partners, and you guys take such great care of us in the media. So thanks for coming today. Hope you have a great 500 on Sunday.
Yeah, Joseph, thanks. So I think people ask me, we have team orders, and I guess what I would tell the guys, probably Saturday before the race, the first 180 laps, take care of yourselves. The last 20 laps, the best guy wins. So we don't have a plan or anything else. Obviously, we've seen that before. When Juan won with Will, you remember it was right there, and one got by. But no, we don't have any team orders, and I think that's the way it should be. But again, when you think about our relationship with Pagenaud, going back, obviously with Rick, and what they do for us on the business side is amazing. Our 270,000 trucks are using Pagenaud products every single day in our dealerships. So we've taken the racing, made it a common thread through our business. And I think people don't realize that from the standpoint of what it's meant to our company, our people. But motorsports makes a difference. It makes a difference with our customers, our OEMs, and certainly with our team. And to me, having Pagenaud on one side, having John Menard's joined us this year as a great partner. He and I have raced here for many years. Then obviously what Verizon has done for us and for the series, they've given us that momentum. So I just want to thank everybody for coming today. Obviously big day for us coming up, and we're going to go for a big weekend here, a big double here. Down in Charlotte and here, we need 2 wins, so we get to 2. We can get right up there. We're running. We have 11 more races to win to get to 500, and I've told these guys to get a big check if we get there to 500. So I've told them how much yet, but here we go. Sam, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right, before we conclude, a couple of notes here. We're going to excuse the drivers. They got their media day obligations. Number 2, I know a lot of you want to get with Roger and talk about the Hall of Fame. So we're going to have Roger come up to the stage. He'll be up here in his director's chair. We can have everybody kind of surround the stage. We'll let you guys have about 15, 20 minutes, ask some questions to Roger. He'll have a media availability. And then also the cake that you saw, the Hall of Fame cake, Tammy and her crew have cut it up. So please go over there and get a piece of the cake before you head out of here. And again, thank you guys for coming today.